My name's Kevin Bracken. I'm the general manager for Ecolife Solutions. We're a manufacturing company in the insulation game, supply to the construction industry. It was about a year and a half ago. I first looked into Opulence. At that point, I was looking for some guidance, how I can help to build the business, grow the business further, get more structure in what we do, and get a new approach of how to look at doing our business. For us, it was definitely the lack of structure within our business. Our business had organically grown over the last few years. A lot of people had come and gone, and old structures and systems had just gone by the wayside. They didn't really fit the business for where it was then, and we've even outgrown those since, and we've refreshed those systems. It saves time endlessly. It gives so much more consistency. You do it once, you do it right, and if you're not sure how to do it, there's a process there in place to refer back to. I joined Game Changers in February 2021. It's exactly as it says on the tin. It was a Game Changers experience. We've just grown, we've put structures in place. It's taken so much pressure off multiple parts of the business and allowed us to fulfill our own boots, fulfill our own dreams. We're growing and growing, but being able to sustainably do it too. Numbers are vital, and that is one thing for sure I've learned from Game Changers.
Okay.
All your numbers inside out. Okay, so financial year ending 20, we turned over about 13.5 million with a profit of about 350 grand. End of last financial year, 21, we turned over 17.5 mil. Profit jumped to about 650K. We're on track to hit our targets at the end of this financial year in the end of 22 and do about 23 million to 25 million. And our profit should be in the region of 1.8 to $2 million. My first thought when I first spoke to the guys at Game Changers was fear. This is a lot of money to spend. What am I going to get out of it? 6 months later, when I finally made that jump and we were ready to go, I wish I made it 6 months earlier. It's just been a game changer ever since. It's a very simple answer. Stop sitting on the fence, do it. You will not regret it. If you give the commitment with your money, you should give your commitment with the time. Get your value from it. It's so worth it. And you'll be kicking yourself if you didn't do it sooner. %. It's the structures, the information, the systems that the Game Changers teach. It's not specific to any one business. It's just specific to business. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you're a $200,000 business or a $200 million business. Structures, systems, organization, how you work with your people. It's all the same. It's just a different scale. I get great value on both sides of the scale there. The confidence to back myself in my business gives me the confidence to back myself more outside of work. But also the learning so far that I've had is you have to take care of yourself outside of work or you don't show up to work. You get to work and you will fill your day and you'll be flat out busy running around in circles and you'll be going nowhere. It's got to be structured. It helps it everywhere. Home life, work life. It's a win-win. How it's helped me personally in my home life, it's made me more disciplined in the fact that I don't allow work to steal from my family. And I say that when I talk about time. When I'm at work, I'm at work, and I work hard so that when it comes time to go home to be with my family, the work is done, and then I'm home with my family. Whether it be me looking after myself, getting out for a run, going to the gym, I know that's part of my routine. I've got to get that done too, so I can show up for my partner and my girls. Blind spots for me and for my company here was definitely not knowing our numbers well enough. We had a fair idea, but we hadn't drilled down on them. Drilling down on those numbers gave us the confidence, gave us the initial answer. We had to close one part of our business. So one part of our business was a supply and install arm. And every month we were working ourselves to the bone to try and make it work. But the customers did not value our product, our end product, to what it was worth. So knowing our ideal customer, knowing our ideal market, we then knew we shouldn't be in that game anymore. It was a 6-month process to get to know our numbers well enough. It was a 5-minute decision and conversation to close that side of the business. Unfortunately, it ended with 10 people losing their jobs, but not necessarily 10 people from that arm of the business. We could see the value in some of the guys that were in that part of the business, and we found roles for them elsewhere. It's freed up so much manpower, so much bandwidth, thinking time, effort. And everyone here is just so much more energetic about coming to work because they're not coming to work to flog a dead horse. Closing that arm of the business has effectively saved us $500,000 in 9 months. I'll make it 2 words and I'll put a hyphen in the middle and I'll say life-changing. If you have the opportunity, get involved. Without a shadow of a doubt or a second thought, get involved. It will be worth it to you hands down and everybody else within your company. You'll win personally, they'll win personally. Your business will flourish. There's so much structure and learnings to be had and approaches to business and even personal level, how to approach the way you do business within your business. It's been immense. The Facebook group, the weekly pods, the accountability that people just like you, just like me, that are in similar positions within their own business. It doesn't matter what business they're in or what industry they're in. Running a business is the same as running another business. You can learn so much from the others in the same situation. For example, in the pods especially, bouncing ideas off of other business owners, asking them questions about how they would approach a similar situation. The knowledge and the experience is endless. It's just, you've got people there to ask those questions of. Oh, accountability. Accountability until the cows come home. Because there's the community within the pods, everybody is there for each other, with each other, and on top of each other to make sure each other is doing what we say we're going to do. I know if I'm falling behind, Steve or Russell or one of the boys will be on me if I haven't got my stuff done that I said I was going to have done each week. And I'm the same for them. Absolutely. It's a place that I enjoy going to on a Monday afternoon, because you get to catch up with like-minded people who are in a similar position, eager to learn, eager to share, and eager to help. even though they're there to gain information themselves. They're there to help and celebrate each other and push each other forward, because we all win when each other wins. Outside of the university, there's our weekly pods, or sorry, not our weekly pods, our weekly sharps, where each week, whether it's Kylie or Miranda or a different presenter, will take us through some of the information that's new to the system, that's continually getting updated, or occasionally we'll have additional outside sources come in and give a weekly lecture or a monthly lecture and talk about their business. Someone we've never met before that's got huge accolades in their space, and talks about the experiences that they've had. It's great, like the accessibility to it. You can jump on there. If you've got an hour free, if you've got 15 minutes free, if you've got 2 hours free, you can jump in there. You can watch back some old sharps that were presentations from before. You can jump in and watch back some of the guest speakers on the intensive that we do quarterly. It's just so accessible. You can get so much more information from it at your own pace, at your own time, at your leisure, when works for you. The intensives for me specifically, some of the speakers really just hit home with some information that I needed to hear at the time. It's funny, I've found each intensive I've gone to, I've gotten more and more knowledgeable from the speakers on topics that I really just needed to know at that particular time. It just really hit home, whether it be my view of myself, my view of the business, digging in and knowing our numbers, different approaches from different walks of life, how you can take those learnings and apply them to your own. It's game changing again. I keep using the term, but it is game changing. Join. Simply join.